Hello, everyone. My name is Mia, and welcome back to Well Aware Wednesday. And I've taken some time, a little bit of time, away from the blog for a bit. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm really looking forward to getting back to the swing of things. So, if you have read my post on WordPress, the link is going to be located in my link tree in my bio. I had did a post regarding Frida Kahlo, and it kind of explained a little bit about what the last few weeks have been for me. And I could give you a bit of a summary. Um, so, as you saw in my the last week of February, I wanted to go as much as I can all out for Black History Month. My Black History Month post because I didn't really do anything to contribute to that. So I wanted to make up for it by putting as much information as possible that kind of ties back into something that's passionate about is the use of art and creativity for expression and as a means to find your voice. And so I went all out on that post. I put as much information I could find, and I also would after I had done that post, I started jumping into like other projects that were taking part away from my blog, like other IRL and real life stuff that. And during that time, I was trying to dive in a lot into what dive into what I needed to do and doing my part, and it led to me going into this real weird area of being both really tense and on edge, but also at the same time of being burnt out. That like even now I don't really know how to describe how I was feeling at that time. And I was going through pain as well. As you could tell, I'm not someone who sits correctly very well. And I had poor posture. I was, going through had a period of time that I was going through a very, very bad migraine. And then, towards the end of the week, it was topped off with me with my arm cramping up so bad that I literally like this is something I wouldn't recommend, but I personally did it. I literally had to like go online and check to see if I had carpal tunnel. So yeah, I was someone who was going through pain, and as someone who and I'm someone who have a habit of internalizing pain, and it's just um it's just a habit that I do all the time, not all of the time, but I've done a lot due to the fact that I feel like I'll be condemned for sharing my pain. And I know that's a horrible thing to say, but that's something you know, something that had came to mind to me. This is something that I tried to push for a lot, for, people to find ways to be able to express what they go through and try to process what they're going through. And here I am, just, being kind of stuck in that. And and it's kind of a really nerve-wracking thing to go through. Like even just talking about being open about it is kind of making me a little bit nervous and upset, you know, due to how how it could be received. Because, we're always told that, there's people who are going through a lot worse. And I understand that, especially during this time, that there are people who are going through a lot worse right now. So for me, I developed a habit of feeling ashamed when I was upset about something or going through something, making me feel like, there's people going through a lot worse than me. So whatever I'm going through, it doesn't really matter. So, that was, some a behavior that I kind of picked up, and I'm really trying my best to go through not go through, to be able to overcome with, a lot of reflection, a lot of prayer, a lot of time to just sit and just understand that what I'm going through is, it's still valid and that it's not going to last forever. And so because I was going through all of that during that time, along with me missing out on a couple weeks for Women's History Month, like that, it was an issue I had with Black History Month, and then of course it started trickling down to Women's History Month. So that felt like it was going to weigh on me, and I was about to do this whole all out thing, try to dedicate as much of it as I can to towards that, and towards Women's History Month. But like I mentioned before, I was about to dump a whole lot of information just to mask the fact that I, didn't want to put forth what I was going through. And when I've written my WordPress post in regards to, in regards to Women's History Month, I didn't want to just do another information dump because that was what set me up. What I was going through and still kind of currently going through at the time. And I still wanted to put out something that was still meaningful, but I didn't want to completely mask myself off and try to ignore whatever pain I was going through. So, one individual that had popped up to me, especially with the with an event that's surrounding this individual, was Frida Kahlo. And for those of you who are not familiar with Frida Kahlo, she was an very influential Mexican painter. She was influential in presenting, her work and her culture through, within her painting, but she also painted the pain she was going through. She had suffered through a lot of hurt in her life, and maybe, I don't know how many people are familiar with this, but she was in a very horrible accident that had rendered her unable to have children or even be able to properly, walk. She was just in a lot of pain. But along with presenting her culture and her life within her paintings, her self-portraits, she was also able to present her pain. She didn't ignore the pain that she was in. She was able to use it as both a driver and as a muse in presenting her paintings. Like, she basically was doing something that I kind of hope that a lot of people were able to do, especially women who are in a place that they have to keep it together and be quiet. Like, who wants to spend all their time bottling up everything? Like, I hate that I have to do it, and I hate it's to the point that it's second nature, that it's subconscious. Like, there's times that people have asked me if I'm doing okay, and I say I'm fine. Like, if I'm going through a lot of serious emotions or upset about something, I just instinctively say I'm fine. I don't even think about it. Like, my mind just goes blank and say, yeah, I'm fine. And I don't want it to be like I don't want to just completely just discount myself and continue to to just completely vacate what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling, just to, just to keep things balanced, because I'm getting tired of constantly bottling up stuff, and I want to understand that even if other people might, there's a chance that other people might not really consider the pain that I'm going through. I have to remember that the pain that I'm going through is real, and that I shouldn't just dismiss it myself just because other people are dismissing it, and not to amplify my pain to a point that it's all it is about, and that it discounts all the other things that are around me. Like, I don't want to be someone that's limited by my pain, and I hope that and that's something that I learned from revisiting Frida Kahlo, is that pain, you can't control your life, but at the same time, you can't pretend that it's not there, because it's going to keep building, whether it's physical or emotional, spiritual, even mental pain. I know a lot of people, I thank God, that I'm not in, in other places that most people are in. And so I just, praying and be able to continue to continue to utilize the outlets that will help me with that. So, I just want to let you guys know that I'm returned back, and I want to try to be as personal and as open as I possibly can with this. I have a habit of information dumping, a habit of overanalyzing, and I just want this to be what I originally wanted this to be, a journey for myself that I hope would be a journey for all of you guys. So that sums up the video. I want to thank you guys so much for continuing to following me, continue to likes or taking the chance to look at my content. I know I've shipped so many different times, and I thank you guys so much that you still stuck by. So tell me your thoughts on my WordPress or this video within the comments. And I just hope to see you guys with more content and able to continue to keep opening myself up a little bit more and understand that I'm still a human being. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a very good day. And remember to art those feels and stay calm, collected, and creative. Bye.